Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your Devops SRE DevSecOps coach. I have close to 18 plus years of experience working in multiple MNCs around the globe and having in-depth knowledge of DevOps, SRE and DevSecOps. So I would like to introduce you one certification program in a DevOps, and that is we call it DevOps Certified Professional. Now this is a 2 months of program, 25 tools of DevOps you will learn, and apart from that you will also get the access to the LMS, lifetime access to the videos portal. It's a certification program, and you will have 25 assignments and 2 projects along with it. It's a completely weekend program, so here you have classes on Saturday and Sunday. So as part of this course, you will learn multiple things. Here you see that you will learn Linux, AWS, Docker, Jira, Confluence, Python, Git with GitHub, SonarQube, Maven, Gradle, Packer, Artifactory, Selenium, JMeter, Ansible, Kubernetes, Helm, Terraform, Jenkins, Datadog, Splunk, and Neuralink. Now, how do we, apply for this? So how can you reach out to us? So you have a WhatsApp number and email ID. So please reach out to us, and we'll help you to onboard this program. Apart from this DevOps certified professional programs, we are offering other certifications as well in a DevSecOps, SRE, and one of the very comprehensive programs which we have is in Master in DevOps Engineering. Yeah, so feel free to get in touch with us and then enroll for it. Thank you.
Is a feature. What is life cycle? To manage the build process. What is the phases? This life cycle has divided into multiple phases of the build process. Which are some of the phases? Popular one: compile, test, package, verify, install, deploy, and all. And then what are the goals? So how to reach to that phase? For that we have a goal. Unfortunately, phase and goal name is same, but goal is different conceptually. Goal is powered by plugins. After that, what is artifact ID, what is the group ID, and what is the version? You know that. And then what I'm doing, first thing which I'm doing, and that is as per the image. Look at this project directory structure automated way I'm creating in front of you using the plugins and some commands. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yep.
Okay, so let it happen. It will take few seconds. Yeah, done. So now you want to check the directory structure. Look at this tree. Run this. See that. So now free directory structure best followed by best practices. You got it. So this is the pom.xml where all the specification and configuration for your project will be lying. I'll explain it to you. And here's the source. You should keep the product code here. You should keep the test code here. So let me become a developer now. And this is the structure. I'm writing one more code. One. And class name also one. That's all. So here you write a code, as many code you wanted, and in this directory you write a test code. One sample test code is available. Look at this. This is a skeleton. So here if you see that source main will contain the product code, test will contain the code for the product, code for the testing the product, and java.com.devopsschool. So here you remember that com.devopsschool.software. Inside that is the group ID, and your project is DevOps. Are you understanding, all of you? Hello?
Yeah, Raj.
Yeah. So now you saw that how I created directory structure and started coding also. Typically, you know what? Someone will create a directory structure in your team and they will commit to the GitHub or something. And then from there you clone it and start coding as a developer. Okay. So that is what it will be done. Now, after that, what you need to be doing it. So again, compile it. So how do I compile it? So go to directory. So mbn compile. That's all you need to remember. So whatever the code you had, it test code or code for the product, it will be compiling. Okay, so let's check it out. There's a failure. What is this? It says, hey, there's no POM in the directory. That means whenever you run this ambient compile or test or package or whatever it is, the POM should be there in the current directory. So it's not there. So see, two DevOps is coming. So That's the reason. So now I'll go to the DevOps one more time inside, and now clear the screen. Now, if I go inside that, you have this pom.xml. Now this is the XML file for the project, and this will contain all the specification of the project. So now just leave this first few lines, which is XML standard. Now here you have a group ID, artifact ID, packaging, jar. So now we'll say jar. You have not specified how come it has taken in Maven in Java, because Maven is built for Java. So in Maven, you have a different support for the jar, packaging. So default is jar, var, EAR, and bin. Bin, I need to check. EAR and then Maven. So these are the types of packaging which you can create in Maven. So jar is a default. Now because it's a starting project, so you got a snapshot. Remember that if it is a release one, then you remove this hyphen snapshot, it will become a release one, like that. Okay, now name of the project, this should be your company URL, and your project is dependent on some libraries. Your code is dependent on some library. Which library? JUnit. Let me see that which code is dependent on my. So go to the test. Here is phase test, right? So I'll go to the test, Java, com, Devops school, software, and here you see that this is the package definition, but this is importing the different packages. So you see that this is the importing different packages. So that what Maven should download the package first during the test phase, and then only this code should be compiled, else this will fail because you are importing some other packages which is not there in your environment. Are you understanding? So what will happen when you specify the dependencies here? Maven will download the dependencies from some location which I'll talk about in some time, and then keep it in the class path, and then this code will be compiled. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yeah.
Okay, so the dependency you can put it up project dependencies in the pom.xml. So this is a very simple thing. This is called meta information and dependency. So good to go. So now what to do? Now the question is very simple. How to compile test package? That's all. So for compile, what to do? So compile ambient compile. Java is set. Remember that. So I have not rewritten even single line of the code. Remember that. I'm not written even a single line of script. And Maven has automate everything. So Maven is saying, hey, you just follow my process, follow my skeleton, follow my structure, follow my, the way I works, and I will automate everything for you. Now here you see that I did the compile, and if you look at it very carefully, this is the plugin name, this is the version of plugin, and this is the goal name. So compile here is a goal which is powered by this plugin. So before compile, something else has also run, and you can check that. So build has failed, no problem. But why exactly got failed? So this is a typical Java error, minor versus major version of Java and all. So I have a Java 11. I think the plugin is Java 8 or something. So what I need to do, just search this keyword in the Google. This is the popular issues. Actually, you will get thousands of. Go to the any thread, read it. I'm not reading it. Read it and just add this entry in the pom.xml. Very carefully. Okay, done. So you are saying, hey, run this code. Though you have a 1.11, but run this code with 1.16 only. So this plugin, compiler plugin, is written in 1.6 maybe. Okay, so that's all. So if you know Java, you will be able to fix it. Then one more time compile. And now, if you read it properly, see that classes are here. Okay, and the compilation has happened, build success. So you want to see the compile code. Remember the two code, right? So everything Maven generate extra in the target directory. So classes com DevOps school software. See, this is my code, and this was the code I got at default initially. Getting all of you? Hello.
So
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
it's
so what
built
to do
by
next?
Maven.
Maven, yes, Maven.
Okay.
What to do now next? Testing. So I think you know that. I don't have to tell you. Clear the screen. Ambient test. Enter. So easy now. See here. So if you see that testing has started happening here, but before that compilation also has happened. So that's a rule of phases. You cannot jump the phases. Is like that. So testing is happening, compilation has happened because there was no change, so it says up to date. Now testing is happening, and only one test cases were there, so it got passed, build success. You want to see the test cases? Go to the target, Surfire reports. Here these are reports, okay, XML format. Now there is a classes, test classes here. Only one test cases. Here it is. Okay, so like this, you will see that. So now what next? So testing is done. Packaging. Let me create a
Packaging.
packages. Yep. So ambient package.
Sir,
This
so
will
all this thing we need to do manually, sir. All testing packaging, manual test
no
package.
right now in your laptop you'll do manually, but
Uh-huh.
when I'll teach you Jenkins, this package, this goal name, you need to remember that. Okay. So this they will
Manual
ask
package.
you.
Okay.
Jenkins will ask you, hey, what do you want? So you'll say package or test or compile or archetype or all these things goals. This goal you need to remember that.
So okay,
So Jenkins will automate for you.
perfect.
See, so when I call a package, compile has happened, testing is
Mm-hmm.
happening, and then packaging will happen. Here, see, jar
Exactly,
package.
because
How?
this, yeah. Otherwise, it will be very
So
tedious, no?
yeah. So here jar means this is taken from here, and this is the version of it, and so on. See here, package got created here, and go to the target. This is the package. So package is ready. Now this package you should keep it and the Artifactory or Nexus, which that tool also I'll teach you, and so on. So now you think, okay, this product has come for the release. So delete this and one more time package. So this is the way people, all the developers and all the build automation engineers like DevOps engineer, they will people will keep committing the code and you will keep firing build, compile, package, test, and all stuff like that. See here, new package got generated. Let me show you target directory. Here it is. So everything will be generating. See, this is a source code. This is a configuration file for your project. We call it project object model. Everything will be generated in a target directory. Now, if you say you want to clean it up, so nothing, just Maven clean. So whatever the extra file it has been generated, see, target directory will be deleted in a few seconds. See, got. So again, modify the code, test code, and package. You can write two come at two goal also, like a Maven clean package like that. So are you able to understand, guys? All of you?
Yeah.
Need to practice, sir.
Yeah, you have to practice. Okay, so this is something I must remind you, all of you. In order to understand the Maven, you need to understand first of all what is plugins. So everything is in Maven is plugins. Some external plugins, some internal plugins. But most of these built-in plugins you have to practice. Conceptually, you have a life cycle to manage the build process of your project, and life cycle has been converted to the multiple phases. And each phase is how do we reach here? There is a goal. Okay, and then in the pom.xml you have group id, artifact id, version, and all stuff like that, which I showed you. And then there's a plugin for creating a directory structure also. This plugin I have used it, though there are so many plugins available. So if you want to see that list of popular plugins, which is built-in plugins actually, list of Maven built-in plugins. Okay, so this, anyways, unknowingly or knowingly you are using it, but it's good to know some of the plugins like compiler plugins. See here, this is a test plugin actually. This is a package plugin. This is some Jetty plugin for the different web server, dependency manager plugin, jar plugin, var plugin, deploy plugin, compiler plugin. Here you have it. So if you notice that actually all this plugin has been used. See here. This is a resource plugin, compiler plugin, resource plugin, compiler plugin, Surfire plugin for the test. All this and packaging here, jar plugin they have used it. So these are the jar files which is inbuilt in a Maven, which will help you. You can get more functionality also accordingly. Are you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Now one major feature which I have not discussed so far of Maven, and that is called uh, dependency management system. So you know what? You saw that the code. I hope you remember this code. Your code of the test is dependent on the JUnit, and I did not download that. I did not download this JUnit libraries in my environment. But Maven has done for us. How come? So that is called dependency management system. So that feature you have in the Maven inbuilt. That's one of the most powerful feature what you have. So how it works, I'll show you. So first, when you run the Maven command, the whatever the command you run, Maven command read the pom.xml, which you know that pom.xml, and in the pom.xml you write a dependency, which I'll show you here. See that? This is a dependency. Now what happens? Maven look for the read the dependency and look for that jar file in the local repo. Now we'll ask Rajesh, what is a local repo? So local repo is your in your user home.m2 location. Let me show you here. Here, this is the local repo. Okay, always remember you'll be having in the recording. Okay, so this you always look at the local repo. Okay, this is the local repo. Now let's say if the local repo you have it, let me check if I have it. So the dependency is com and JUnit 3.8.1, right? So JUnit 3.8.1. This is the jar file, which is a dependency. So you have available. So if it is found in the local repo, then use it. But let's say it's not found, then what happens? So then it go to the central repo. Anyone have idea what is the central repo? Anyone?
Yes, which is shared across multiple
Yeah,
teams.
this is the location. So central means default repo. This is the located at here, repo.maven.apache. And thousands and thousands of packages you can find. All these are open source. Okay, paid one for that we use Artifactory. For private packages we use Artifactory. For all the public one we use this one. So can we search for the JUnit here, and then JUnit again, and then 3.8.1, and here is a jar file. So what happens? Flow is very simple. Maven first understand that very simple. Maven read the pom.xml, read the dependency, try to find out the local repo. If found, use it. If not found, download from the central repo back to local repo, and then use it. Okay, then use it. Okay, let me show you this. So what I'll do, I'll delete my local one. See that in front of you I deleted, and now if I run this code, hit the screen, anything you run, package will run after the testing, right? Yeah. So test page, because here you written the it should only download during the test page. If you delete it, it will download at the compile itself. But it's okay. See, this is a disaster. So it's downloading from this URL, Artifactory. So basically, one of the Artifactory session might have happened last week, and in that case, I modify the configuration file from Maven, and I say, hey, don't download from the central, download for Artifactory. In fact, same thing I'll show you through the in the Artifactory session. But for time being, not to confuse you, go for the setting.xml. So when it's a setting.xml, now you'll ask Rajesh, what is a setting.xml? So setting.xml is a file using you can configure and change the behavior of Maven, which I didn't want it to touch because I don't want to change anything. But right now I need it. So where is that? So tools, Maven, setting, conf, here. So this is the setting.xml. If you want to change anything, if you want to customize anything on Maven, this is the best file. Okay. But right now, I'm not talking too much on this. And simply, I'll go and comment these sections. This is the code which is creating a trouble. So this site is not available, so it will fail automatically. Now package. And you see here, see downloading from the repo.maven.apache.org, and you see that it will be coming somewhere M2 repository JUnit. See the modified type. You just now got it. Got it, all of you? Still downloading, by the way. All of you?
Yeah, Rajesh.
So what will happen? It will download. Let me show you. See, it's got it now. So what is happening? Again, always remember this. Many people get confused. Maven, read the dependency in the pom.xml. Then, based on that, whatever you specify the dependency, look for the local repo. If the jar is found in the local repo, set in the class path and then use it in the compilation and testing process. If not, is there in local repo, they'll try to download from the central repo. If it is there, then local repo, they will download to local repo and use it in the class path. Now, this is something central repo we have to replace in the next session, an Artifactory session with Artifactory, because in the organization you use the Artifactory actually for the private repo. Make sense, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So guys, this is Maven. Yes, of course you have to practice it. And
if you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video.
Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest.
Thanks for watching.